I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, motivators, how are you doing? Happy Friday to you all, and welcome to Relationship Friday. I am Marlene. I'm the content creator for motivation, inspiration, positivity, mindset shifting, all of those things. I really appreciate every single one of you who are part of the Motivators family. Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you like this, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. So today on the Relationship Friday, we're talking about a heavy topic, a topic that I know that is pretty difficult to share and to allow yourself to do these things. Hey East, how are you doing? And welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, see, I got some lipstick on my teeth. Let me fix that. Okay, I'm good. So, how are you guys doing? How was everybody's week? I hope everybody had a great week. I truly appreciate it. Welcome back to Membership East. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Let's start off the show by welcoming East back to membership with the song. So, welcome back, East. Thank you so much for rejoining membership. And how's everybody doing? I appreciate every single one of you for being here. I hope you had a great week so far. And we're going to get into the Relationship Friday topic. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Finishing my work week off. Awesome. Awesome. I hope it passes by really quickly. I know how that goes. So let's get into today's topic. Today we're talking about forgiveness. And forgiveness is one of the hardest things ever in life, ever, ever, ever. Many times, forgiving people who hurt us, it's not that you don't want to, but when people do things to offend, to hurt us, and you just don't want to, you just don't want to forgive. I know that there's many who feel like I do. You don't want to forgive. You want to be upset, you want to be angry, you question, why did they do this to me? How could they be so mean? How could they be so evil? How could they do all of these things to me? But many times, people do things that maybe it's not malicious, maybe they're just in their own zone and not trying to hurt us. But sometimes, the things that some people do to us, like especially in relationships, cheating on you, if it's a DV situation, more heavy things, it's hard to forgive those things, even harder than just, the simple day to day things. And like I always say, in relationships, the hardest things is not the big things to forgive. It's just like so many things accumulate in a relationship. And then one day, just a small little thing happens, and then you're like, that's it. I am done. So we have to do this for ourselves. Forgiveness is very important. So I want to share some information that I found. Um, it says forgiveness is for everyone. All of us has been wounded in some way or another, mentally, emotionally, or even physically. Yet forgiveness is a powerful tool to help us to experience a greater degree of joy and freedom. While life can be filled with painful events and tragedies, we can rebound and move on quickly from life's even most difficult situations when we wield forgiveness. Now, um, and I have to say that unforgiveness is like torture. I know many of you have been to where you need to forgive somebody, but you're just not ready because your feelings are hurt, you're sad, you're angry, you're pissed off. And it can do many things to you. When someone does something to hurt us, it can make you feel like you were personally attacked, maybe physically attacked. If it was a DV situation, it can impact you financially. You could lose a job. You can have a bad reputation because some of the things that they have done, maybe it will affect your other relationships, like those with your relatives, maybe your parents, your siblings, and cousins. So many things can happen when people do something to you. It brings embarrassment and shame. So unforgiveness is like torture. It makes us feel angry, cold, hard, bitter, and resentful. The impact of unforgiveness can be physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Yes, you can feel justified in your anger, yet you must choose what you desire, your anger or your freedom from anger. And it's very important because we have to understand that when we don't forgive, we are deciding to hold on to the offense. And we focus on our pain and we choose to relive that moment or whatever offended us over and over again until whenever the offender comes around us. If you live around them, if you know them, if you see them, it's like you relive it over and over again like a scratch record. But we should choose to desire to forgive others. And let me say something, that forgiveness does not mean that we are saying that it's okay. I know I put that as part of my notes here. It doesn't mean that we are saying what they did is right. Okay. Okay. Forgive your hurt first by acknowledging it. Let me start with that. Forgive your hurt first by acknowledging it. Just saying it out loud. This person hurt me. What they have done has hurt me. What they did to me has hurt me. That's the first step in your healing process. I really didn't know that forgiveness is definitely a part of allowing yourself to heal, to get over the hump. And it does affects us mentally. Affects us physically, because many people who harbor that resentment of being so angry and mad at other people, we wind up harming ourselves. Many people get ailments, headaches, lose lots of sleep. So many things happen when we don't forgive others. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Welcome. Greetings from the UK. All right, now. Welcome in, Richard. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you. Hey, Gio. Welcome. How are you doing today? Happy Friday to you. And if you guys could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. And it's very important that we know that by withholding forgiveness, we think we're hurting the other person, when in reality, we are hurting ourselves. So it's important for us to understand that we have to forgive what hurt us. We have to forgive who hurt us first by saying, they did this and this to me, and that really hurt me. That's the first step to forgiving others. We have to acknowledge what happened to us. And many times I can say for myself, I didn't want to actually say what happened to me. I don't want to talk about it. I want to ignore it. I want to stuff it down, or I want to push it to the back of the closet, like keep that skeleton in that cage, and we're going to ignore it. But I'm telling you that ignoring pain, ignoring when someone has done something or someone disappointed us, that doesn't help it. Ignoring pain only makes the pain worse. We make other situations happen for us. And we have to understand that. We have to acknowledge what happened to us. Okay. Even if you choose to never deal with that person again, we still have to say, this, and this happened to me. They did this, and this. And why it's important to say out loud what happened to us, because it helps us to see what it is that happened, and then setting up and saying, really, why did this happen to me? It's important to ask ourselves why certain situations happened to us. Were we vulnerable? Were we forced into certain situations? Did we just allow someone to take advantage of us? It's many things. And in forgiveness, we also have to accept responsibility for the role that we played in it. And I learned this from Gio, Boss Life Online. She's the one that helped me with this train of thought, because I always was saying that they did it. But also, there are certain things that we allow. We allow people to take advantage of us. We stay in relationships longer than we should, especially the ones that we know. We know they're toxic. We know that they're not doing right by us, but we still stay in those relationships. So we have to acknowledge our responsibility and the role that we played in it. Why did I stay around? Why did I continuously give them my money? Why did I give them my time? Why did I give them my energy and my power? All of those things are important to help us to grow, so that we don't keep being in the cycle of choosing the same sort of persons in a relationship. Ask me how I know, because I've done it. If you don't heal from what hurt you, you're going to choose somebody just like the person that you left, whether you want to or not, because you're attracted to certain individuals. You're attracted, and many times we trauma bond with individuals, and we think that that's good. But it's not good, because when you finally heal from your hurt, when you finally heal from your pain, you find out that, why am I even with them? You're only with them because you both have been through the similar things together. So you have to allow yourself to say, this is what happened, and allow yourself to heal and to say, I acknowledge what I did. This is the role that I played in it, and I'm going to change that so that I don't continue to repeat the cycle over and over again. And in this forgiveness state, when we are, working on ourselves, please take a break from being in a relationship to just focus in on you. What am I doing? What role did I play? Was I mature enough? All of those things. It's important to take a break and not just hop from one relationship to another. And I know how that goes, because once you get out of a relationship, it's like you see other people and you're ready to mingle. You're ready to get out there and to find somebody else. But it's very important for us to take a break and get to know ourselves and heal from what hurt us, and to acknowledge what we have done. Hey, Miss Nexie, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday to you. I hope all is well with you. Hey, lovely Samara, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday to you. Please hit the like, everybody. I'd really appreciate it. Um, that's one of the things that I found to be so hard in forgiving what hurt me, forgiving the pain, is just allowing myself to acknowledge it and then saying, this is what I did, this is what I allowed. And many times we enable people in their wrong. Like, when you first meet this person, when you first start in the relationship, those red flags, when they're going off, right? The red flags are going off, and it's telling you, caution, be careful. Do you see this? You don't like it, but you push it to the back, and then you say, well, maybe it's just me. And then another thing happens and you push it to the side. We have to acknowledge when something is not right, say, okay, this is not working for me. We have to know what we can handle and what we can't. Okay. So forgiving your hurt by accepting responsibility for the role that you played in it. And one major thing that definitely helps with healing and forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. I had to realize that. A lot of times we think that by forgiving people for what they've done and how much they've hurt us, we feel like we're saying that it's okay. But actually, you are hurting yourself when you hold yourself hostage in the prison of your own pain. But when you forgive, it's not for them, it's for you. It's you allowing yourself to not be in that bondage. I want to be free from these thoughts. I want to be free from, whatever it is that happened. Not saying that it's okay. You're not saying that, but you're saying that I no longer want to allow them to hold me hostage in a sea of all this pain, all of this hurt. It's like you learn a lesson, you grow, and then you allow yourself to move on. That's a part of the healing process. Some things that happen to us is not our fault. Some people do some really mean, nasty, dark, and evil things to us. But in the forgiveness part, there's certain things that you can never let it go, because we're human beings. We're always going to remember it. But the forgiveness part is that you're not going to continuously keep bringing up in your mind, oh, they did this to me, and then letting it get you so angry and irate that that's all you think about from the time you wake up, from the time you go to bed. That's the part where I say forgiveness is for you. It's allowing yourself to not be in the prison. It's saying, okay, I'm no longer going to let you have power over my mind. I'm not going to let you have power over my heart. And that's so important, to allow them to get out of your heart, and I had to say things like, I release you from my heart. You are no longer a part of my heart. I will no longer call myself hurt. I learned that when I went through therapy. You will be hurt as long as you keep telling yourself that you're hurt. And it's a few other steps that helped me to get into that space to where I could actually forgive and let go of all the hurt and all the pain that somebody had caused me. And I had to say it out loud. You no longer have a space in my heart. You no longer have a space in my head. I will release this and I'm ready to move on. And just saying that over and over again. And then one day it stuck like, oh, wow, I'm free from that pain. I'm free from having them in my thoughts, in my heart. And don't get me wrong, you're probably going to cry some tears. You're going to get mad. You have to, especially if you are living together, going through the stuff, going through pictures. It's going to take time to completely heal from somebody who hurt you, but especially when it comes to a breakup, making sure that you rid yourself of all of those things, of the pictures, of the all the things that you had with them, so that you don't constantly keep looking at it and allow yourself to go back. Oh, I remember this. I remember when we did that. No, forgive that. Let it go. Get rid of it. Throw it out. Because that is a part of your healing journey. Not keep looking at things and start saying, I wonder, I wish, we definitely have to move on. Yes. Puzzle Pieces says, free yourself from feeling guilty that you allowed it to happen to you a second or a third time. Yes, that's so important, Puzzle Pieces. Thank you for putting that in. Many times we feel guilty because we stuck around. We feel guilty because they hurt us. We feel guilty because we allowed things. We feel guilty for so many things. Why did I stay around? We feel guilty. Why did we choose them? We feel guilty. Why did we listen to our friends, or why did we listen to our family? But we have to allow ourselves, that's the space I was in that time. That's where I was thinking. That's where I was vibrating. That's where I was operating. And it's okay. Now I've learned the lesson. Now I'm better and I'm stronger. It's all about what we choose to allow our mind to go. What space do you allow your mind to go to? Do you allow yourself to stay in that negative, that hurt, that pain stage, where I know I was in that stage where I was mad, I'm angry at everybody, I'm snapping at everybody, I'm screaming, I'm doing this. All of it is because you have not allowed your mind to say, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with this pain. This hurt me. Allow yourself the time to shed the tears, to be angry, and then say, now it's time to move on. Move on without them. Many times we hold on to people thinking that I can never do better. I can never get better. And it's not true. When you allow your heart and your mind to be free from certain individuals that hurt you and took advantage of you, it's like you allow yourself to spread your wings and fly. Because many times in relationships, you allowed yourself to, probably do things that maybe you didn't want to do. Maybe you didn't allow yourself to be able to do the things that you wanted to do. You got off track from your focus and your life goals and your success and your potential. But by, letting yourself forgive them, heal, and move on with your life, now you give yourself freedom to get back on track with your life. So this is the encouragement to all of you motivators that have been hurt by somebody that you cared about, somebody that you loved very much. I am so sorry to anybody who has experienced deep heartache and heartbreak. It's not the nicest. It's not fun. It hurts. It's sad. It's frightening. It's scary. It's so much emotions all wound up together. But in allowing yourself the freedom and the peace to move on, it gets so much better. It will get better, day by day. You have to take things day by day. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think that it's going to go away overnight. Just like if you've been in a relationship, they say it takes 1 month for every year you've been in a relationship. So that's just a gauge that I got from one of my therapists. So if you are in a relationship for 10 years, it may take you 10 months to get rid of it. Some people experience the freedom sooner. Some people, it takes a little bit longer, but that's just a little bit of a gauge for us to understand that be patient with yourself. Take a deep breath. Don't think it's going to be easy. You're learning how to get your sea legs again, learning to walk independently all over again, and finding out, who am I without them? No. And then you start saying, I'm pretty awesome. I'm pretty awesome solo. And get back into yourself. Start doing things that you like to do, taking care of your health, taking care of your body, your mindset, your focus, your life, your goals, your successes. You can do it. And when we forgive, it helps us to elevate in other levels of our life. Thank you so much, Team Bill with Geo. I appreciate that. And thank you all so much for dropping the emojis. Yes, please drop the emojis. It helps my analytics. So feel free, put as much emojis as you would like. Okay. Let's get to the next point. Where am I? Okay. Yes. So it's very important for us to do that. So here we go. How do you forgive your hurt and your pain? For me, this was like monumental in my healing process. Forgive your hurt by writing a letter or journaling to who hurt you. Now, sometimes you're going to write that letter and you're going to mail it to the person that hurt you. Sometimes you're going to write the letter and then you're going to get rid of it. You're going to dispose it either by tearing it up or burning it with fire. But what matters, what is important is getting the things that you have here in your mind, all the hurt, all the pain, all the sadness. Just take out that notebook, a pen, and just write. And this is what happened, and this is how I feel, and this is how disappointed I am, and this is how sad I am, and how dare you, and whatever it is. I'm sad, I'm miserable, I'm angry, you hurt me, you deceived me. Put it all down. Put it all down, and then you choose to do what you want with it, whether you are going to mail the letter to the person or you're going to dispose of it. All that matters is that you get what is in here and in here on paper. And when we write things down, it's very monumental in our healing process, because sometimes you start writing things and you don't realize, oh, I thought I had got over that part. So journal, write it down, let yourself heal. And during that time, you may be very angry, because I know when I was writing mine, I was mad. I was like, hey, you did this and you did this. Let yourself, it's good for you. Let yourself feel everything that you're feeling. Sometimes you have to write and then stop a little bit, shed some tears, blow your nose, get mad, get angry, get sad, scream. Let yourself feel. I want to say that to all of you motivators. When you get hurt, allow yourself to feel what you feel. Now, whether you are a man or whether you're a woman, we all have feelings. And when someone does something to hurt us and disappoint us, it's very important to let ourselves have those emotions. It doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you strange. It does not make you weak. It shows that you are strong enough to love yourself enough to say, I don't have to allow you to continuously hurt me. It's time for me to let this person go and for me to move on with my life. Okay. Now, the next thing, after you have wrote down and journaled, if that person has passed, still write that letter and read it out loud. Or if they are alive, before you mail it or before you dispose of it, read it out loud. You must say it, hear it from your own self. Even though you're writing it, say it out loud. Read the letter to yourself. This, and this, and this, and this. And then take time to think and pause and meditate on it and say, yeah. And what else did they do? And what else do you? So if you want to, you may have to write that letter 3 or 4 times until it's exactly what you want to say. And then you can mail it, or you can tear it up. Or my favorite, I took my letter and I burned it. I don't know. It's something about seeing that letter burn that allowed me to, like, for me, it was like the finality of it. Like, it's done. It's ashes now. Okay. So that relationship is over. That helped me so much. The fire and the burning the letter really helped me to move on with my life. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the chats. Hi, Miss Tracy. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. A happy Friday to you, Miss Tracy, and everybody who is here. So let's go on to the next point. Now, this is one that many of us will have to do when we forgive our hurt and we forgive our pain. Sometimes we are not able to do it all on our own. Sometimes that forgiveness by a person, by pleading, we need to plead to God. We need to ask Him to take the pain away if it's too much for you, or whatever it is, to whatever it is that you believe in, tapping into your spiritual side. But that sometimes the pain, the hurt that somebody does to you, you need more than just yourself. So make sure you connect with your spiritual side, okay? This is another way that we can forgive your hurt and your pain. Seek professional help. I'm always going to advocate for seeking professional help via a therapist, a psychologist, to help with coping skills because they've got the education. They know how to direct us. They know where we should be in our life. And when you do certain things, they will tell you what's next and what you should do. And for me, seeking a therapist helps so much with forgiving my hurt and my pain because there's certain things I don't know how to do. And there's certain things that a friend or a relative or a family member can't give to me. There's certain things that, talking to somebody who doesn't know me, doesn't know what's going on. And many times the people who know us, they mean well and they will tell us stuff, but it's not going to benefit us the same way like somebody who has the education and who knows what are the steps, and they have the education, they have the knowledge, and they've helped many people before, and it can help you too. So another thing that I have to say is that when you need to seek some therapy or some help from somebody, many of us, if you have insurance, you get, I think you get 2 to 3 visits per year. So make sure you're taking advantage of what you could be. You're already paying for it. It's already a part of your medical plan and your medical care. So why not help your mental health? Why not help your emotional health? Why not help your physical health by checking? Check and see if maybe your insurance plan, your insurance provider offers therapy as part of your medical insurance. It's always good to check on these things. If you can get more and added help, why not take advantage of it? Okay. That will really help you. I'm telling you, therapy changed my life. And for many people, it's going to be different. For me, mine was a combination of so many things. Mine was at first, I needed to be upset and angry and scream and throw things. Then I needed to acknowledge my hurt. And then I sought a therapist. And then when I finally started to get on track, I got connected back spiritually. I got my spiritual support. And then I got to this next level, which was joining a support group. A support group was monumental in the aiding of, okay, after I got my therapist gave me the tools and I started to apply them in my life, now going and sitting with other people who have been through what you have been through, whether you have been in a DV situation, whether you had been married to someone who had an alcoholism problem, or they had other issues, or whatever it is, or they were a serial cheater, or whatever the issue is, or they had poor money management skills, whatever it is, the reason why that relationship ended. Join a support group. I'm telling you, even if you just sit down and listen to what other people are saying, it helps to know that you're not alone. That helped me so much. I go to my support groups every single week, and just listening to somebody, for me, it keeps me on track to know I did the good thing by walking away. I did the good thing by allowing myself to heal, because it's about having healthy relationships. And there's certain people that we choose to be with. You get deceived, lied to, manipulated, all of these things. But being in a support group with other people who have been through or are going through what you've been through, it helps you to say, I'm not the only person. I'm not the only person. And it's good for you. It's good for you in all aspects. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the chats. Hey, Miss Nita Boo, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Appreciate you being here. I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here. So, yeah, like I said, joining a support group is so important. It's so important that when someone hurts you, when someone takes advantage of you, when someone lies to you, cheats on you, manipulates you, physically assaults you, you know, separates you. Like sometimes even it gets to where they've isolated you from friends or family, or you have no life, you have no control of your money. And it's like now you're completely on your own. Okay. And in the beginning, it's hard and you feel sad, you feel lonely, you feel all of these things. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way because you're gaining your independence. You're finding your way back to you. Who am I as a human being? Who am I as a woman? Who am I as a man? And it helps you to have healthier thoughts and to put things in perspective. And I'm so glad and grateful for all of you that has enough strength and courage to walk away from toxicity. Now, I know that it is one of the hardest things to walk away from people because it's not that you don't love them, it's not that you don't care about them, but you get sick and tired of the mistreatment, sick and tired of the lies, sick and tired of the excuses and everything else. Okay. And you deserve better than that. I'm saying that to every single one of you motivators. You don't have to stay in a relationship with somebody who wants to take advantage of you, who you always have to tell them everything what you want and what you need, and they still don't do it. Or if they do it, they complain about doing it. They're not doing it because they are joyful to do it, or they want to do it, or they're seeking your friendship and they're concerned about you. Those are not the people that you need to keep in your life. Okay. We're not doing that. We're going to stay in the space of positivity and healing and helping and personal growth. And certain relationships, you have to end them because they are stopping you from your joy, from your peace, and from your happiness. Okay. Okay. I think I went through that. Okay. I think this is my last point, and I'm about to put the link in the chat. So, forgiving others doesn't mean what they did was right or you excuse it, but you want your power and your peace back. I feel like that is so important when we talk about forgiving who hurt us, the pain that they caused us. It doesn't mean when you say, I forgive you, that what they did was right. You're not excusing it, but you're saying, I forgive you so that I could be myself again. I forgive you so that I can move on. I forgive you so that I can be my best. I forgive you so that I can have my joy. I forgive you so that I can start using my talents again. I forgive you so that I can have my peace of mind. Come on, somebody. And isn't peace so important? For me, I feel like having peace by yourself is way better than being in a relationship. Just say you're in a relationship. I know many people, they stay in relationships that's toxic and they're arguing all the time and they're miserable and they're mad and they're sad. And, you can be in a relationship but still feel lonely. I did that for many years and I will never, ever do that again. You're in a relationship and there's no communication, there's no kindness, there's no checking what you want, what you need, what you desire. It's all about them. And if you are in a relationship, quote unquote, and it's all about them, that's not a relationship. It takes two to be in a relationship, and both have to be on the same page. I support you, you support me, but it can't be all. I'm supporting everything you want and you need and taking care of everything for you, but you're not doing the same thing, checking, how am I doing? How was your day? Do you need something? How can I help you? How can I assist you? How can I do something to put a smile on your face? And if you are not with somebody that doesn't make you smile, that doesn't give you peace, that doesn't take some of your stress away, then why be with them? For me, it's not worth it. Okay. Make sure you take your power back. I feel like you get so much stronger when you claim that victory over healing. I'm not mad at you anymore. I'm not pissed off. I'm not trying to stick around. I'm not trying to talk about what happened. I'm not trying to fix it. None of those things. And many times, people, when you're in the relationship and you're ready to end it, they want to say, oh, I'll fix it. Oh, let's work on it. Let's go to counseling. Let's do this. Let's do that. No, it's just a ploy to get you to stay with them longer. And it's not going to work. Cut it off. If they're toxic, they're always making excuses, and they've never changed, let them go. Okay? We have to forgive them. We have to forgive them, not because it's right, not because what they did was right, but because it's time for you to move on with your life. Move on with your life. So the link is here in the chat. Welcome to come up. Right, Miss Tracy. Let's put this comment up here. Right, peace, power, and joy with yourself. Yeah. I didn't understand how important having that peace of mind was until I got free. Until I got free. When I say I got free, I mean I got free, that I'm no longer enslaved mentally, thinking I have to worry about a person all the time. Now, all I worry about is me. I worry about my joy. I worry about my peace. And it's helped me because now I have healthy thinking, whereas before my thinking was toxic. All I thought about was them, and them, but they never are thinking about me. And if you're in a relationship with somebody and all you ever do is think about them and they're never thinking about you, all the time that they're thinking about you is just thinking about you to control you, for you to do something for them, but it's not something for you. Mm-mm. They got to go. They got to go. There's the door. There is the door. That part, I took my power back. Exactly, Miss Tracy. And I'm so happy for all of you who have chosen to take your power back, choose to be free, and taking the time to heal. I say that to all of you motivators. Give yourself the time, the space to be free. Give yourself patience, when something is new, learning to be by yourself, learning what you want again, learning to all of those things. I even had to ask myself, who am I now? Many times we define ourselves in a relationship, but then you have to ask yourself, who am I without them? It's like, I'm pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of a catch. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. And sometimes they don't acknowledge how amazing and great you are until you let them go. But that's their loss. That's their loss, and never going back. Never go back to toxicity. Never go back to DV situations. Never go back to people who want to argue and yell with you. Those that make you sad, those who want to control you. They want to know where you are every minute of the day. They keep calling and asking, who are you with? Why are you spending money on that? Why, especially if you take care of yourself, they don't want you to look good. They become jealous of anybody who looks at you or talks to you. It's strange. We're not doing the controlling. We're not doing the weird stuff. We're not doing any of those things. We're going to take our power back. We're going to experience joy and peace and become healed. So then if and when, because some may just want to be by themselves, and some people may want to move on later when they become healed and they feel okay and they know that how to, speak up for themselves and to say what I like and what I don't like, then you'll be happy and healed to be with another person. Okay. And I wish you all the best for that. Everybody deserves to be in a relationship with somebody who appreciates them, considers them, that is compassionate, understanding, kind to them, and is willing to do something for them without you even have to ask. You shouldn't have to ask for somebody to, do something nice for you. You shouldn't have to ask. They should see what you want and what you need and be willing to make those sacrifices to do that for you. Okay? Yes. Wow, I just got out of that kind of relationship. I'm so glad you got out of it, Miss Tracy. Um, and many times we stick around in toxic relationships because we don't think we deserve. We don't think that we deserve or we could ever have anybody like that, because many times when we are in these toxic relationships, we get verbally abused. They get inside of our head and make us feel like nobody will ever want you. Nobody will ever like you. There's nobody, they make themselves feel like they are the best person in the world and we're nothing. Just like you were in a relationship with that person, somebody else will come along and not only value you, but appreciate you, consider you, celebrate you, and give you the love that you deserve. Okay. But we can't do that until we first release the toxicity. And please, everybody, please stop going back and staying around toxic people and taking them back over and over again. And in the cycle, you break up, you take them back, you break up, you take them back. Let's end that. Okay. Forgive them, and now focus on you. And this is one of the best seasons. I feel like that solo season where you're just doing you and enjoying your life and having your peace and having some fun and traveling and living your life and focusing on your business and the people that you care about and working on your friendships and your health, taking care of you and just smiling. Many times when we are in these toxic relationships, it's a long time since we smile. And that kind of hurts me on my inside, because I was in a relationship for a long time with somebody and they didn't care about me. And you do the plastic smile for other people, but it was a long time, many, many years, I was not happy in the relationship. And that makes me sad to think about that. But I can be transparent and honest because that's what it was. You just feel like I have to put up with this because I'm in a relationship. I have to. And but you don't. You don't have to stick around and be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't care about you, that doesn't support you. They don't listen to you. They're all about themselves, very, very selfish, very manipulative, and many of them have some mental illness. Let me just say that many people that you meet and they portray themselves to be a certain way, they're not that way at all. They're not that way at all. They're somebody very negative, very hurtful, and they just want to control you. They want to control your whole life. And then when they find out that they can't, now they're going to try any type of ploys to get you back. Okay, let's go to therapy. Let's go away on vacation. Let's do this and let's do that. No, I wanted that years ago, and I'm no longer going to settle. Okay? No longer going to settle. So I say that to all of you. Don't settle. Don't settle to try to please them, to try to please your family, or to just say that you're in a relationship. Forgive them from the pain. Okay? Don't let them keep hurting you, and the moment that you release it and say, I forgive you. Okay? I forgive you for everything that you've done for me, for every pain that you caused me, for every time you put me down, for every time you controlled me, for everything that you've done. I release it and I let it go so that I can have my power back, so that I can be free to be me, so that you can be free to be you. Okay? Be free to be yourself. If it wasn't for the live I did on men controlling, they wouldn't never get how I felt. But now It's my YouTube family fault. Hmm. I get it, Miss Tracy. Many of us have been, when you're in a toxic relationship for such a long time, it's like you don't even realize that you're in a toxic relationship. You don't even realize that you've been used for so long. You don't realize how long you've been controlled, or how long you've been put down, or how long you've put aside your goals, your wants, your needs, your desires, your happiness for a person, when nobody should make you neglect yourself. Nobody should make you feel bad about yourself. It's like you're so focused on helping them. You're so focused on making them happy, but you are not making your own self happy. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you here being here. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you. Yeah, if we don't get out of toxicity and forgiving the hurt and pain, I was talking about romantic relationships. Also, let's talk about forgiving the hurt and pain that is caused by, friends. Many times, friends, or so-called friends, I should say, um, we think that they care about us, and and they do things that cut us to the heart, take advantage of our time, our energy, our effort. And the moment that something doesn't work out, or the moment that we can't be there to serve and help them, they tell your personal business. Hmm. They tell other people your business. And even on the job, people that are your coworkers, and they become your friends. That's why we have to be very careful about what we say out of our mouth, and to be careful to not tell too much of our personal business to other people, so that we have to test. We have to test and make sure people are who they say they are. Because many times the people who say that they're one way, they're really not. They're not really your friend. They really don't care about you. They're using your mind, your body. If it's a romantic relationship, it's a friendship, they're using you for money, or they're using you for clout, or whatever it is, or they're using you to gain something. And then when they get what they want, they move on without you and leave you stranded. So, you have to acknowledge that. And also forgiving the hurt and the pain from relatives. The I find that the pain and the hurt from relatives is the hardest, because a person who is a friend, not that it feels good, but it's a person that you chose. So, it's like, well, you can let that go. That's for me. I can let go of a friendship easier than I can let go of the pain that a relative caused, whether it is a spouse or significant other, or it is your sibling, or your cousins, your parents. That kind of family hurt, that family pain, it's gut wrenching, because you feel like, this is my family. They know me. They've been around me all of these years, and they continue to do things that is so mean, that is so hurtful, and they don't care. That's what I think hurts the most, when you tell them how you feel, when you tell them, when you do this and this, it hurts me, and they still do what they want to anyways. So those are the ones that you have to just cut them off. And it hurts. It hurts to cut off family. It's not normal, because family is supposed to be kind and loving and understanding, but not all people who are related to you by blood care about you, support you, want to be there for you, want you to win. And it hurts sometimes when you have to just let those people go, so that you can do your best and be better. And then you get your mental health improves, because you're not so stressed out and worried and feel taken advantage of, and being like, walked all over, being a doormat to all of everything. You support everything that they do, but they don't support anything that you do. They don't call you, they don't help you, they don't support you, nothing. Those are the people that you have to cut ties with, because no, it's a no. If you can't support me, if you can't ask me, how can I assist you? How can I help you to be your best? Then you don't belong in my life. I hope somebody wrote that down and put that into action. If somebody can't support you and help you to be your best, they don't deserve to be in your life. But we have to forgive the hurt and the pain, especially if it's your children, your spouse, your significant other, your whoever hurt you. You have to forgive them so that you get your power back and so that you can move on with your life with peace, you know. And like I said earlier, it doesn't mean that you're saying what they did was right or you excuse it, but you want your power and your peace back. You know, seek help through a therapist. And if the person, has passed on, write a letter, journal, then mail it or burn it. But we have to forgive your hurt first by acknowledging it, and then you take responsibility for the role you played in it, and then you forgive your hurt by writing a letter or journaling to who hurt you. Okay? But, don't forget about the spirit connecting spiritually to whatever it is that you believe in and allowing that to take some of the hurt away, because there's many things that people do to us that we're just not able to handle it. Sometimes you have to just say, take this from me. It's too much for me. Okay? It's too much for me. And then you can move on with your life. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today to today's show. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And to any of you who are dealing with somebody hurting you, someone taking advantage of you, someone cheating on you, especially if somebody put their hands on you, please seek help. I'm going to put some of the agencies that support that, a DV, domestic violence shelters is 1-800 numbers. If you feel uncomfortable, unsafe, if you feel taken advantage, you're ready to start on, you feel that you need to run away and start again, there's many agencies out there to support us. We don't have to stick around in toxicity. You don't have to be used. You don't have to be a doormat. You don't have to be taken advantage of. You don't have to be verbally abused and told that you're nothing or nobody and you're stupid and all of these things. You don't. You deserve better. Know your worth, everybody. Know your worth. You deserve better. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Keep your head up. Keep going and restore yourself to a healthy relationship by forgiving your hurt and your pain. I'll see you guys on the next one on Monday. Back for the Motivated podcast on Monday. And tomorrow, I'm not sure of the time, but I am going to be doing a pop-up live stream at some point. I'm not sure of the time, but turn on your notification bell and you will see what we talk about on tomorrow. And shout out to all of my channel members. Shout out to you. We will be doing our weekly live stream, I believe Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know. I have to look at my schedule, but I will put on the community tab members. You guys let me know what is best for you. And shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you all have not hit the like on the way in, please hit the like, share this out and share this message with somebody that you know that you feel will benefit from it. Nobody deserves to be in pain and hurting and feel sad and feel like nothing or nobody. You are worthy. You are worthy. Know your worth. You are enough. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and I appreciate every single one of you. Keep your head up, everybody. And you know what we say over here on Marlene Motivates. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I'll see you guys on tomorrow for the pop-up live stream. I know you guys will enjoy it. Bye-bye, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, survive. Just know it, just breathe it and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, oh.